Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at a new tool that will make your life that much easier. If you work as an HVAC technician, a plumber, a landscaper, or a DIY homeowner, then this is a tool you're going to want to know about. If you have to cut plastic, PVC, PEX, or ABS pipe on a regular basis, then this is a tool you're going to want to have. If you have to work in cramped areas where getting a big pipe cutting tool in to do the work may be difficult, then this can be your best buddy. So if you've been looking for a compact and lightweight pipe cutting tool and you didn't know which one to get, then stick around as I unbox and test this guy. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has. But before we get started testing this guy, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I do another product review video, DIY project, or a sale at a big box store where I can help you save more money. Alright then, so this is the electric pipe cutting tool from Nexon, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this kit retails for $139.99. But they also have a $30 discount coupon on the Amazon page, making this guy even cheaper than that. The warranty on this guy is 1 year, and the dimensions on this guy are 14 inches by 5 inches by 2 inches in thickness. And this guy only weighs 2.8 pounds with the battery already included. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the pipe cutting tool itself, you get a 2 amp hour battery, a Makita compatible 2 amp hour battery, you get a charger, you get any tools you need to disassemble this guy for maintenance, and you get the owner's manual that tells you everything about this guy, how to use it, take care of it, all that kind of good stuff. Now this is an 18-volt battery-powered pipe cutter that specializes in cutting PVC, ABS, PEX, PPE, PE, or just about any kind of plastic pipe out there. Conduit included if you're an electrician. This guy has a brushless motor for greater efficiency. It comes, like I said, with a 2 amp hour Makita compatible battery and charger. The great thing about this is that if you already have Makita compatible batteries, then you can keep this guy powered up all day long and you never have to worry about finding a replacement battery for this guy. There's Makita batteries all over the place and at a very economical price as well. Now, unlike a manual pipe cutter, this battery-powered pipe cutter is designed to help you cut pipes all day long without you getting tired. No effort on your part is needed aside from just pulling the trigger. This cutter can easily cut pipes from 1/2 inch all the way up to 2-inch diameter. The convenience of this tool is that it also helps to get into really tight areas to cut off pipes where other hand-powered tools would have more trouble getting into. Being battery-powered means it doesn't need that much room to actually work. Where a hand-powered one, you would need a lot more room to get it to work properly. This guy also has an SK5 blade with its Teflon coated for durability and has a 55 HRC hardness rating. So this tool is great for plumbers, HVAC personnel, landscapers, electricians, and all sorts of other tradespeople that have to spend all day cutting pipe to do their work. It also is great for DIYers or homeowners like myself to use it for all sorts of plumbing or landscaping repairs around your home. If you want a tool that will give you a clean cut every time without burrs to clean up afterward, then this is the right tool for the job. So let's take a little closer look at this guy, then we'll do some testing and see how it performs. Alright guys, so before we start testing this guy to see how it performs, let me point out a few of the interesting things about it. Very simple design, very lightweight, easy to handle, like most of your power tools. Has a nice little overmold right here, rubber overmold, makes it easy for you to handle. The trigger is right there. There's not much you need to do. You hold the trigger, it does the cut, release the trigger, it opens itself back up. It opens and closes automatically every time. That way you just keep on cutting and you don't need to have it open for you. It'll do it automatically. The battery goes in down here, and this is your on-off switch for the tool right there. It has a battery level indicator right there. When you put in the battery, it'll tell you exactly how much power you have. Some batteries will have an indicator on the battery, but if your battery doesn't have one, no problem. The tool will tell you automatically what you have. This guy has a little access port back here that you take this off, you open it up, and that right there is how you remove the blade, because you can replace it any problem at all. You damage it, you chip it, it goes dull, whatever the case may be. That's why it brings you the extra tools, so you can open this guy up, take out the blade, replace it, and you're good to go. And this guy, all you do is put it back in, put that down, and you're done. So that's how easy it is to replace a damaged blade on this guy. Now, let me show you as far as the tool goes. You put in the battery, you see it doesn't do anything. You turn it on, and there you have your battery level indicator right there. Now, it doesn't do anything at first. You have to click it twice, and then it opens automatically. Now, what you do when you do a cut, you hold the trigger, it does the cut, and you let it go. And it opens up again. Do another cut, let the trigger go, it opens up again. So it automatically opens up every single time, so you are ready to make the next cut. And that's all it is. To turn it off, if you want to close it, what you do is you hold it, and you turn it off. And then it stays closed. Simple as that. Take out your battery, put it away, and you're good to go. And in case you're wondering, what's the point of something like this? Why don't I just have a manual one? Well, I do have a manual one, but the manual one means more work and more trouble. This is a ratcheting one that I got from Harbor Freight years ago, okay? Every time you need to release the blade to have it open up, and then you got to ratchet it. And you sit there ratcheting until you cut your pipe. Then release it again and ratchet. And you have to, use your entire hand. In some places, it may be too cramped, and you may not be able to get both hands or even a full opening on this guy to be able to ratchet it every single time. So you can't do short strokes. You got to do a full stroke to get it to close. And the harder the pipe, the harder you have to clamp. So that's the whole point of this. This is a hand-powered one. It relies completely on you. And this guy does not open up to 2 inches like this guy does. So this guy will cut a bigger pipe. This guy will only go up to maybe 3/4 to 1 inch of a pipe. This guy goes all the way to 2 inches. So this is more for professional. This is more for the homeowner trying to do, PVC pipes for HVAC maybe, or landscaping, something like that. That's about it. This guy will cut pretty much anything you throw at it. It has a lot of torque to it. Well, that's why this guy right here is depending on your torque, how much torque you have. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. For the basic homeowner that doesn't have a lot to do, this guy will probably do it. But for a professional or a DIYer like myself that tackles pretty much every job that comes my way, this is a much better tool. So let me get some pipe and we'll start doing some cutting. All right, guys, so let's do a little bit of pipe cutting with this Nexon pipe cutting tool and see how it performs. We'll start off easy. I have 3 different sizes of pipe at this time. I have 1/2 inch. We'll start off easy with that. We'll move up to 1 inch, and then the biggest one that I have is 1.5 inches. And then you'll see how that fits in here, and you'll see that this can tackle a 2-inch pipe, but I don't happen to have any 2-incher right now, so we're going to have to skip that one. So let's see how hand-powered tool works as well. So let's see. Let's start off with a 1/2 inch. Here we go. Let me show you right there. This is right there. You can see a 1/2 inch pipe. So PVC pipe, thick walled. This is not the thin walled, thick walled pipe. Let's do it with the handheld one first and see how this guy does it. So we start off, put in the tool, and you got to crank and crank and crank and crank. And there you go. You start cranking. Finally, it makes contact, and you crank and you crank and you crank and you crank. There you go. It cut that through a little bit uneven. If you see the profile right there, you see it's a little bit wonky, a little bit uneven. Not a perfect cut. If you were to make a connection for this, you'd see it's at an angle. It's not a perfect cut. So now let's go to the power tool. Let me turn it on. Open it up. And then you put that guy in there. And you saw how much work it took with the other one. Let's see with this one. No work at all. And I saw it twist on me. Let's do it again a little bit better. And there you go. So it does a nice clean cut on there. And there you go. 2 cuts, one after the other. Let's do another one. No effort on my part. There you go. One after the other. And it just keeps going time after time after time. Doesn't take me any effort at all. I could go through this entire pipe without having to do anything. So as you see right there, look at that nice clean cut. And look at all the pieces that I've cut in no time at all. And I'm not even tired. It didn't take me any effort whatsoever. Where with this guy, it would have taken me a whole heck of a lot longer to cut all these pipes. So there you go. Let's see, I can keep going. Let's just keep going on this guy. Some spare pipe I have here. We can cut through this guy. And if you want a funny angle, let's go at an angle. There you go. If you want an angle for whatever reason, you can cut an angle if you want to. There you go. If you need an angled pipe for whatever reason. So there you go. You're gonna somebody's gonna ask me, well, how does the battery hold up? Does it wear out? Well, let's see. I'm gone through this pipe so far, and I don't see any wear. I'll look at the pipe indicator. I'll look at the battery indicator in a moment, and we'll go from there. Let's see. So this was probably like a 5 or 6 foot piece of pipe, and let's see. We're still at pretty much 100% charge. The numbers, I don't know what they mean. Oh, that's probably the cuts I've made. I made 25 cuts, but the battery you see on top is still full. So it tells you how many cuts you've made. Look at all these cuts I've made right there out of all that pipe. So I went through that with no trouble at all. Now, let's see. Let's move on to, here we have the 1-inch pipe. You can see right there, it says 1-inch pipe. And this, again, is a thick-walled pipe. So let's see. Put it into this guy, and you see right there, plenty of room in there. Move it sideways. So you can see right there, plenty of room in there. 1-inch pipe, no trouble fitting at all. Let's cut this guy. And no effort whatsoever. Let's see this guy here. Let's see the handheld. Go through this guy, and it fits in there. No problem with a 1-incher. Now, let me crank on this guy. Gotta use both hands to get it going. Wow, that took a lot more effort, where this guy takes no effort. Hold the trigger, and all you do is cut, cut, cut. There you go. If you're a landscaping guy and you got to cut through a lot of pipe all day long, look at that. No effort whatsoever. That's really, really easy to do. So that's very convenient. Now let's move on. Now let's move on to 1.5 inch. Here you go with 1.5 inch pipe. And there you go right there. 1.5 inch pipe. Let's cut through this guy right now. And we'll start off doing it, as always, with this guy. And I can't get it in there. It's too big. It doesn't fit in there. I can't get it in there. So you can't do 1.5 inch pipe. You can't do 1.5 inch pipe with that guy. With this guy, no trouble at all. And as you can see, it fits perfectly. So you could fit, see how that fits in there? You could fit a 2-incher without any trouble. So let's cut this guy. No trouble cutting through that at all. So there you go. That was 1.5 inch pipe. Look at all that. I cut through it without any trouble at all. And this says we've already made 37 cuts. It tells you right there how many cuts you've been making. So 37 cuts, the battery is still full. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not, but full battery, 37 cuts. Perfectly fine. Look at all these cuts. I mean, look at all this. I mean, maybe a couple of them were done by the hand one here. This guy did 2 cuts. And all the other ones were done by this tool from Nexon. Let me close this guy up. Don't want to hurt myself while I'm talking to the camera. So very convenient, very easy tool to use, took no effort whatsoever, and it did not even consume any battery considering all these cuts that I made right now. So this battery, a 2 amp hour battery alone, should last you pretty much all day long. You should be able to cut pipe all day long without any trouble whatsoever with this guy there. So there you go, guys. If you're looking for a battery-powered tool cutter, if you need to cut pipe all day long, whether for HVAC, landscaping, electrical work, whatever it is that you need to do, you need to cut conduit and so forth. You need to do plumbing repair. You need to cut pipes that are under a sink and really hard to get to, or all corroded and you can't get anything in there to cut it. This guy will do it all for you without any trouble whatsoever. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the links below for all the information. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.